Hello everyone, I'm Caryn and welcome to Yoga Strong. So this class is designed to increase our strength. So as we move throughout our yoga practice, our flexibility begins to increase. And it's super important to maintain strength as we gradually grow through our flexibility. So maintaining that balance between the two. So today we're going to be doing a flow that's going to get us nice and sweaty, get that heart rate up. You're more than welcome to bring in some weights. I've got some 3-pound and some 5-pound weights over here. If you want to use them, you can. Otherwise, body weight is just as perfect. So we're going to get started today in a cross-legged position. So making your way into a comfortable seat. And then just allow yourself to settle into the pose for a moment, perhaps closing the eyes. And let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, side out. Allow yourself to arrive in this space. And let's take another cleansing breath in together. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh out. Beginning to send the breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. By exhaling through the mouth, it allows us to release heat as well as any tension as we move throughout this practice today. On your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch, lift the gaze. On the exhale, twist over to the right. So bringing that hand to the knee, and then the opposite hand behind the hips, grow tall on the inhale, and then twist deeper on the exhale. Maybe the gaze goes over the shoulder. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. Growing tall on the inhales and twisting a little deeper on the exhales. Inhale back through center. Exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches. Inhale back through center. Exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches. Inhale back through center. And then exhale, making your way into a tabletop position. Stacking the wrists below the shoulders, knees below the hips. And tuck the toes here. Begin to fire up the belly by drawing in that space just beneath the navel. This is our deep core. On your inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward, lift the gaze. And exhale, round through the spine. Tucking the pelvis, navel in towards the spine. Allow the crown of the head to fall. Begin to move through your cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, round the spine. One more round here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale back to center. And then let's get straight into it. So extending the right leg forward, right arm forward, send the left leg back. Really flex through those left toes, pressing through the left heel. Engage that left glute as you reach through those right fingertips, grounding firmly through that left hand. Spread those fingers wide. Deep inhale here. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, extend. Exhale to crunch. Begin to move here with your breath. We're making it slow and controlled. Really engaging the core, squeezing in as we crunch. Grounding firmly through that left hand, not sinking into the left shoulder. Really press the mat away. Just a couple more. Reminding yourself to breathe. Exhale on the crunch. Exhaling through the mouth. Let's take a couple more. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine. Meeting with that nice flat back again. Let's take it through the opposite side. Right leg extends back, left arm forward. Grounding firmly through that right hand, flexing through the right foot. Flexing the toes, engage the right glutes. Drawing the navel in towards the spine, reach through those left fingertips. Deep breath in. Exhale, crunch, squeeze in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. So really pressing the mat away. Begin to move with your breath here. Making it slow and controlled. So we're not rushing through these shapes. We're really finding composure and strength through each contraction. And let's go for 5 more. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, and exhale around the spine. Meeting with that flat back again. On the next exhale, tuck the toes, send the hips back towards the heels, keeping those toes tucked. So giving ourselves a little bit of a toe stretch here. Crawl the arms forward, release the forehead down to the mat. Breathing here, really stretching through the side body, shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears. Taking a couple of cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then when you're ready, rising back up into your tabletop. Tuck the toes, send the hips up high, downward facing dog. So really spread those fingers wide, grounding yourself into the mat, bringing those feet to a hip width distance. And it's okay here if your heels don't meet the mat. You can keep a little bend into the knees, pressing the chest towards the thighs, chin towards the chest. And then from here, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky, flex the toes, press through the heel. On the exhale, hug the knee in towards the chest, rounding the shoulders over the wrists, and then drop that knee down to a hover. Inhale back into the chest, exhale, send it back high. So let's try that again. Inhale to the chest, exhale lower, inhale chest, exhale back into your 3-legged dog shape. Let's begin to move with our breath here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Begin to flow here, making it slow, controlled, really squeezing the glute as you lift that leg up high, really engage in the core as you hug the knee in towards the chest. So we're targeting a lot here, kind of like a plank position, but bringing in some movements. And let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Send it up high, and then release that right leg down. Begin to pedal out the feet, bend into the knees. Take a couple of cleansing breaths, and then prepare yourself for the left side. So a left leg reaches up high, flex the toes, press through the heel. Exhale, squeeze the knee in towards the chest. Bring the knee down to a hover. Squeeze it back in. Exhale, send it up. Inhale, chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, chest. Exhale, high. Keep moving with your breath. When you bring the knee in towards the chest, try pointing the toes here. And then press through the heel as you send the hip up high. And let's go a couple more. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. And high and release, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. I already feel my shoulders are burning. My hips are lighting up. Finding stillness, inhale to gaze to the top of the mat. Exhale to step, hop, or jump forward. Inhale, hands to shins, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up high, palms touch, lift the gaze. Exhale, crash back down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, flow, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra, press it hard forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awakening the body, awakening the spine. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach those arms up high. Exhale, crash back down. Let's go through one more sun A. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, flow, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to gaze forward. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up high, palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. So we're coming into a few standing balancing postures so you can come to the center of your mat. And then we're going to shift our weight into our left foot. So what we're going to do is hug our right knee into our chest. You can keep your hands together at heart center in prayer, hands at the hips, or reaching them high above the head for kind of a spicier version. So let's start with the hands at the heart center. What you're going to do is tilt forward, extend the right leg back, finding a warrior three stance. You can keep a little bend in that left knee and then squeeze it back in towards the chest. Really engage the core here, engage that standing glute. Working into our left glute here, our left leg. Send it back, flex the toes, and then hug it back in towards the chest. Begin to move with breath. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale. Inhale. Moving here, slow and controlled. Finding a point to focus on, and then moving with your breath. You can use something to hold onto here, a chair, a table, the wall. Anything to help with your balance while still bringing strength into that standing leg. Working on our balance, squeezing in. Let's go for 5. Whoop. And 4. 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze it back in and release that foot down. Good work. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, hinge to fold forward. And then step that right foot back. So still working into our left side, our left glute. And then if you do want to use weights here, this is a great place to bring them in. Remembering you don't have to at all. Holding them pretty tight, not too tight that you're putting all your strength and tension into your hands. Just kind of loosely gripping them, but to the point that you won't drop them. So what you're going to do is you're going to extend the arms back, engage the triceps as you tilt forward, lifting onto the ball of that right foot. And then you're going to inhale. Exhale, drop the knee to a hover, reach the arms up. Inhale, tilt forward. Exhale, into lower lunge. Begin to move with breath. Keep moving here, keep squeezing. Feeling that left side light up. Pressing the chest forward. Bringing minimal movement into that left knee. And let's go for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sweep it back, rise up into your high lunge, and then exhale, releasing the weights down, stepping it back, moving through your vinyasa, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to gaze forward, exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach those arms up high, and then exhale, hands through the heart. Taking that same sequence through the opposite side. So shifting the weight into our right foot this time, hugging the left knee in towards the chest, flexing the toes, hands at the heart, the hips, or reached above the head, choosing your position. And then you're going to exhale, tilt the body forward, send that left leg back, flex the toes. Maybe having a little bend in that right knee to help with balance. Inhale, squeeze it back in. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, squeeze it in. Finding a point to focus on. Perhaps noticing that one side feels a little less balanced than the other, knowing that that's completely normal. Allowing yourself to not rush through these shapes. Really finding control and stability as you move, still pressing the palms in towards one another. Or using a chair or a table or the wall here. And a couple more, let's go for 5. Squeeze in. 4, engage that right glute as you stand. 3, squeeze the core. 2, and 1, send it back, hug it in, release it down. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, hinge to fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And then exhale, stepping the left foot back this time. Option to grab those weights again. And then you're gonna reach them back, engage the triceps, press the upper body forward, pressing off through that left ball of the foot, lifting that left heel. You're gonna reach the arms up as you sink, bringing that left knee to a hover, dropping the shoulders away from the ears, and then sweep the arms back, engage the triceps. I'm gonna move here with breath, engaging through the right glutes, feeling that burn, feeling the shakes, feeling the wobbles, knowing that that is strength we are building, and we're doing this together. So let's go here. Reach it up, sink down, sweep back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep it back and then rise up into a high lunge. Exhale, release those weights down. And then step back and move through your vinyasa, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Don't know about you, my glutes are on fire. My thighs, my hamstrings. Definitely feeling warm and feeling spicy. Inhale to gaze forward. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bringing the big toes to touch. Sink the hips down. Bringing the weight into the heels as you reach those arms up high. Shifting the hips back, dropping them lower, reach a little higher, maybe lift the gaze. Begin to sink a little lower. Sink a little lower. Sink a little lower and then release all the way down. Coming into a bit of a boat practice. So you can use your weights here. You can choose a heavier one, or if you just want to take it mildly, you can use one of your blocks or just using nothing at all. So choosing what you need today. And then let's set up for our boat pose. So you can bring the toes to the mat, hands behind the thighs. Let's try lift those shins up parallel to the mat, pointing through the toes. And then making a fist down in front of you if you're not holding a weight. And you're gonna twist and tap over to the right. Inhale through center, exhale left. Center, right, center, left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's move with breath. Inhale, exhale. Lifting the chest, lengthening the spine, softening the face, softening the shoulders, squeezing that space just beneath the navel. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then hug the knees in, drop the feet to the mat. You can wrap the arms around the knees and bring the forehead down to rest upon them. Deep full belly breaths, expanding into the back body. And then coming back into that boat position. Hands behind the thighs here, or reaching them out long. Bringing those shins parallel, lengthen the spine, open the chest. And then drop the right toes to tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left toes. Inhale, lift. Right, left. And begin to move here. With breath, you can tap them a little quicker. You can make it slower and controlled. Choosing what you need today. And let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the feet, hug the knees in. Definitely feeling the burn here. That definitely really gets into your hip flexors. So Let's extend those legs out long and turn it up a notch. So you're going to reach the arms out long in front of you, but you're going to lean back. So we're not rounding through the spine here. Engage the core, drop the shoulders, lengthen the spine, point the toes. And then you're going to lift the right leg up, drop it down. Left leg up, drop it down. Exhale, inhale on the lower, exhale, inhale on the lower. Let's go here. Really focusing on lifting, not as high as you can, but really feeling that on the top of the quads, the hip flexors, while still opening the chest, lengthening the spine, dropping the shoulders, and softening the face. So many things to remember here. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Extend them out. You can flex and point the toes. Maybe shake the feet from side to side. Relaxing here in the quads, our hips. And then hugging the right knee into the chest and allowing it to fall out to the side. Right foot presses to the left inner thigh. Flex the left toes. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Drawing nose to knee. You can have a little bend in that left knee here, assisting chest to thighs. Still flexing through the left foot. Softening the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale gently to rise. Planting the right hand behind the right hip. On your next inhale, press the hips up high, coming onto that right shin. Reach through the left fingertips, press through the hips, engage the glutes. And release down. Let's switch sides. Right leg extends, left knee in and then out to the side. Pressing to the right inner thigh, flex the right toes. Inhale, reach up high. And exhale, hinge to fold forward, bringing nose to knee. Option to bring a little bend into that right knee, assisting chest to thighs. Breathing here. Inhale gently to rise. Planting that left hand behind the left hip. On your next inhale, press the hips up high. Coming onto that left shin, reach through the right fingertips, finding a little back bend, engage the glutes. And then exhale to come down. Extending both legs out long. And then pointing through the toes, reach the fingertips out long in front of you. Create a C curve in the spine as you drop the chin towards the chest. And then gently release all the way down onto your back. Extending the legs out long, release the arms alongside. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, release. On your next in-breath, drawing your right knee in towards your chest. And on your exhale, sending it across the body over towards the left side. Finding a supine twist here, maybe sending the gaze over the right shoulder. Breathing here, softening the shoulders down. Maybe bringing that left hand to rest on top of the right thigh. Inhale to gently come back through center. Re-extending that right leg long, left knee hugs in. Deep inhale. And then exhale, sending it across the body over towards the right. Sending the gaze over the left shoulder, maybe bringing that right hand to rest on top of the left thigh. As you breathe here into the supine twist. Deep, full belly breath, softening the shoulders down. Allowing the breath to release to its natural rhythm. Inhale to come back through center. And on the exhale, extend that left leg out long. Settling into your final resting shape here for a few moments in stillness. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, finding your rest, Shavasana. Always having that option to stay in your rest, Otherwise, bringing movement back to the toes and the fingers, the ankles and the wrists. Reaching the arms up long overhead, stretching from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes. And then exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. And then gently making your way up into a comfortable seat. Coming back to that crisscrossed leg position. Hands meet at heart center. Let's take a deep inhale together. And exhale, sigh out. Thanking you for coming to this class today and allowing me to guide you through this Yoga Strong. Here's to getting strong together. Namaste.